Hello friends, today we're playing Call of Juarez Gunslinger. It's a really fun western shooter game. Let's do the story. We're going to do a new game. And it's got really good gun sound effects, so I like this game. There's a bit of the story. They will talk in the cutscenes, so I'll try to be quiet.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
What are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Alright. We might want to turn the volume up a little bit. Not sure.
It was about 30 years ago.
Let's put the volume up a little bit. There we go.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day.
So,
I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, ha-ha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
so it says press U to spend skill points. So we can either grab 2 revolvers, dual wield revolvers. We're not going to do that. We don't want to dual revolvers. This thing. Can do that. They recommend doing a ranger though. So go into ranger. We got 3 more available. Okay. Okay, what do we want? Okay, do this. Faster rifle reload. Smash R like logo during the reload to insert rounds faster. Okay, good. I don't know why we got that. Maybe from the previous playthrough? Not sure why we actually got that, but oh well, we'll take it.
You heard that. You need to stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those 2 morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Who's that? Is he with us?
Nice.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Fire at will. Spread out, God.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and
Q
the
to
boys
enter
out.
concentration.
So that's just what I did.
Hey, we have one behind us. Stay on it. Cover fire.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
You're done.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Okay. Yeah, the gun sound effects are really good in this game. B3 unroasted bug. Okay.
Watch out! God damn it, he's right behind us!
Seems really fun.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower.
There we go.
Bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Nice.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest two.
You can even do the arcade mode after
A lot
this.
of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken
Pretty fun game.
drifters looking to make a few
Really
bucks.
fun game, actually.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. I cut their number in half. But they just made the ones that were left twice as mad. Back door! We'll cover you!
What the fuck? Where am I getting hit? Oh.
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Oh.
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Alright, we got another skill. Yeah. Let's go into here. Nice. Speed of ammo aiming is up.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave,
That's Dirty Dave. Okay. He's on our team.
and upstairs I found Bill and Charlie Baldry.
Billy the Kid. 21 killed by age 21.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
Alright. We got a rifle
We were
here.
surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
I like the pistol better though.
How many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Where do we go?
He directed that order at me.
Down.
And I thought, what the hell do I have to do? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Poor sons of bitches are done!
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is just Joshua.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call
Do we
me
have a tea
Cyrus
break here?
Now, where was I?
All right.
You were heading for the barn.
Making my way past the castle of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
All right, now we're gonna do the duel. Well, this is very different. The duel. Proud, handsome, ham-handed. Pat Garrett.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Excuse me. Okay, what do you gotta do in the duel?
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again.
So that's a tutorial for the duel. Now let's do the duel for real, I think. Right?
Stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the
Okay. No duel. Okay, that was the first chapter. I think there's 14 chapters. No, we're not going to do a harder difficulty. Don't want to go to hard
So what
mode.
happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
Well, it's still
When he
episode 1
realized
there.
there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Yeah, are we in chapter 2 or chapter 1? It said chapter 1 continued. So I think we're still in chapter 1. Oops. Okay.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Nice.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob
shotgun.
Oliver's mean-ass shotgun.
Alright. First time with a shotgun. Seems so cool.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Bill?
We got 10, yeah, shotgun's not that good. I mean, it's good, but
that scatter
not my
gun
favorite.
was like a double-barreled howitzer.
Oh, I died. I died somehow? Okay, try again.
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off the face. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped and raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him. Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
So that bastard...
Well, you don't have to use a shotgun.
What did he
Okay.
do? He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Now, where do I go?
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
I'm here!
He's in town somewhere.
They're shooting!
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Get your headstone!
There's children here.
Deep shit, get back!
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. Your price is too high, yes.
You're dead.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
We gotta spam in the chat, delete. Okay, back. This game is really fun. Really fun.
Where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set up for it. So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
I'm indestructible. Come on, hook that son of a bitch. In for the kill.
Oh, you actually can see where they're shooting you from if you look at the red ring. Oh, getting shot at.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. Dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go.
Apparently there is nuggets of truth in this game, it says, so apparently there are like this game has truth to it. There's like real, the story's kind of real.
And
I
he
don't know.
says, I don't think
sure.
so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street.
Okay, let's do the duel.
Eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself. I killed him in a fair fight.
Yes.
Everybody saw I had no damn choice.
All right.
Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later.
All right.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the Cowboys.
Okay, now we're in episode 2.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
I just need to look something up. Let's see.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the Cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for Old Man Clown. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches always did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the Cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's Cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Where's he going?
See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations.
Okay, got a level? No, we don't.
I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the Cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful job, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men.
Coward!
I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Okay, new level. Okay, honey.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, to my survival seemed pretty slim.
Where the fuck are they hitting me from?
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Run!
He's getting away!
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
Yep. No bullets, so...
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Yay.
Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good. He would know.
Yeah. Gotta go up there and then to the left.
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
Dynamite?
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time. All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them. That's right, Jim. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. Let me find you here.
Pull me a Clapton.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you!
Okay, you gotta hide behind the rocks, I guess.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun. Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Okay. Damn. Okay, we still gotta only go when he's not shooting.
Yeah. Apparently one of the Cowboys made it out of there alive. and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Okay.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the Cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Have any skill points available? No? Okay.
Somebody's coming! So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Earp's coming!
Get ready, boys. Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clans wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down.
Really hard to see.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
No, I don't want the runner. I don't want that. Where do we go? Up there?
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. He never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Yeah, this game's hard. You can't just run and gun. You gotta do it kind of slowly and strategically.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
The fuck?
There he is. You won't need it, damn it. There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Gotta write something down here in my notes. Just give me 1 second. Alright, we'll continue now.
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Curly Bill takes a shot before he takes a shot.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open. Time to dance with the devil! Did that son of a bitch Earp send you to kill me? Come on out, son.
The heck? Alright.
Help me out here. Time to kiss your ass goodbye.
This is hard. Fuck.
Lucius gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Alright, we can do a duel now? Yep.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Oh, I was trying to... Okay, you gotta do it faster.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
There we go.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
Alright.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Okay, we're on episode 3 now. We'll take a short break.
Wasn't he the sheriff
come
who
back.
augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Okay.
I
Well,
knew I needed resources if I was going to
go to the menu, and we will play this in after the break. So we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna play more of this game. So you'll see you guys after the break, guys.